My friends, welcome back to the channel. Elric here, and once again we are playing Town to City, and we're in the process of building up our both our cities here, and I'm kind of really enjoying the game. I hope you guys are too. But however, let's just jump right into it. We are at our farming village for now. Last episode we did a lot of reorganizing, spreading our farms out, giving them more chances to grow with their increased yield and such, and everything is running fairly well in this town. We do have a little bit of a high density type area for residential. We have like our market type area, our commerce section right through here, and it's just some houses intermingled that want to be close to different things. And then a little bit of more distant royal type houses and such, just to kind of help run these granaries and such. So I thought it was kind of neat that we were able to spread this out a little bit. However, what I would like to do today, since we do have it running this well, what I want to do is actually come over and go back to our first town. This is still locked, of course, but we'll come over here, and what I'd like to do is go into here, and I want to see the global farming. Basically, it said something that you basically one city would support the other. I want to see how that kind of works a little bit. Plus, I'm kind of eager to get back over to here and see what we're doing here as well. We do have plenty of research over here that we can be doing. In fact, our research is full. Money is close to being full. So first of all, we've got it going at a low speed. However, I do want to come in here and kind of see what we can actually open up. Got the bistro. I think everything else below this is actually already open. Yes. So let's take a look. Got the bistro. High range and above average production capacity. It's a food stall, kind of, but it's much bigger, like a restaurant. We do have a smithy, an artisan class, unlocks the artisan resident building, and the ability to upgrade townfolk residents to artisan. So that's very similar to Anno, like you start out with a lower class and you build up to an artisan being one of the classes. So that's kind of interesting. Have carpenter. I would assume you have to open this to probably have these guys right here. So that's kind of interesting. Let's get the bistro open to start with. Kind of eager to see what that might look like. We'll let the research kind of run for a little bit. Let's take a look. Looks like they need workers in here. We do have the residents to do that. And everything else is running smoothly here. So, let's see, what have we not built? I believe the bistro. Oh, we could put a granary over here. Interesting. I'm not sure how the global idea of farming and such. I mean, I guess we could put a farm over here, but that doesn't make sense. I want one place to support the other. Like there's a winery. Yeah. All right, so let's put the bistro in. Let's take a look here, see where it might make the most sense to put it. Looks like it actually does cover a large range of homes wherever we put it. Like a distance, so that's kind of neat. I don't think... Will it sit right here? This would be kind of neat right here. Yeah, I'm thinking this might work. What's the rotate? The Z and the X? Yes. Okay, let's kind of rotate that. Actually, what would be kind of neat? Let's kind of get down in here and take a look. Kind of like to bring it in here. Wonder. It's kind of pinching into the road there, but kind of... I'm kind of worried that'll kind of encroach on our beach there. So I'm thinking we might do this. And of course what we'll have to do is come in with a little bit smaller road. And let's make sure... Oh, we want a square, and we'll do a line tool. And kind of leading to the beach, but kind of separate. There we are. That's kind of neat. Do we have enough? Oh, we have enough people? We can fill this up, maybe? Yeah, we have plenty of workers in this town. Awesome. And that's showing warehouse can't support this building. Oh, well, we probably need to just add some people into this small warehouse here. There we are. Alright, looks like everything's running good again. So we added this building in. That's kind of cool. And looks like they're wanting more houses for these guys. I don't think we really need to bring in any more residents. We do have a happiness of 87%, so that's running really well. However, we don't need any more residents because we have 33 workers for now. Do we have another request over here? Okay, well, we're going to hold off on that. I know I had this one where we had to do a maze. And I believe, where do you look for the quest again? Here. Oh, that opened up this one. Work is done. Time for home? Worked so hard. Sure would be nice to hang with others after hours. Would be nice. No such place. Mayor create. What's happening? Why are you talking like that? Mayor create. Place to meet. Like park. But not with work buildings around. Enough work. Place that makes us happy. Okay, so they want us to probably... Here we are. No shops or houses in the quest area. Seating within the area, 7 of 3. Okay, well, place fences, place flowers, place a picnic bench. So these some of these quests are going to get really a little bit more in depth, and I'm kind of cool with that. Looks like we can remove one person in here. I'm cool with that as well. All right, so where can we put a nice park that's not near anything else? Yeah, I kind of like to do this one first. Okay, can I move that? Yes. Oh, no. Alright, so we'll put a park. Now, of course, once we build the park, we don't have to keep it away from people once we've completed the quest. So yeah, we'll put it right here. I'm fine with that. So there's no shops around. Place seating within the area. Let's move it a little bit closer to the edge here. Kind of like that. Okay. So we'll go ahead and see if we can kind of knock this one out real quick. So it's wanting seating. It needs 3. That's not really that hard to do. Okay, so I kind of like having it where they can kind of overlook the lakes and such. I just think that's kind of a neat touch. Kind of like that. Okay. So that gives us our seating. We'll probably actually kind of expand on this idea, or maybe even move some of this stuff around once this quest is complete. Place fencing in the area. Okay, can I move it down just a hair bit? That way when I put the fencing against the cliff here, it actually falls into the area there. Now what fencing do we like over here? I believe it was the wooden. Yeah, okay, so that'll work. Let's kind of sneak it in like this. Right against the edge, which would pretty much be where it would be expected to be. Okay, that's 30. And we may have somewhere else we may want to put it. Actually, I don't like that. Let's move that here. Cool. Oh, and we can do an addition. Okay, now I figured that out. Okay, kind of like that. Actually, almost finishes it out there, but I think that's kind of cool. What else do we need to put in here? Place a picnic bench, place flowers, place trees. Okay, well, we have this whole area to work in, so it's kind of weird. I can put pretty much everything it needs right here, which I'm kind of cool with. All right, so let's do the trees first. We'll do the small trees. You know, I don't think this needs to have a lot. something like that. You know, kind of a manicured type idea right through there. And, you know, just to get the requirements. And we'll come back and actually fix this later on. Move these trees or delete them, however we decide we want to do. Flowers, okay, sure. We do have it randomized, so that's kind of nice. Alright, so that gives us 4 of the 8. Awesome. And now we just need a little bit more fencing and the picnic benches. Just need 1 picnic bench too, that's what's crazy. I think that's under seating, yeah. I like the lighter color one for now. So maybe we'll put that kind of over here. Be kind of cool if we could make like a campground. Because that's what this kind of looks like a little bit. Alright, a little bit more fencing and that request will be completed. Actually, do it like this. Alright, that's more than enough. Good deal. Alright, let's go ahead and complete this one. Hello, I meet you. Hello, you and I talk. Talk about what? He has no clue. Work. Talk about work. Oh my goodness. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. That's about the way real life is, honestly. Okay, so we have this here listed for the maze. Where can we put the maze? Could we actually maybe even put it in this area? What does it require? Place 175 hedges and place seating in the maze. Do we actually really want to make a maze and make it look good? They want tall hedges. You know what? Kind of. Yeah. I mean, let's do it. I mean, why not? We'll kind of make it look similar to a real maze here. Okay. Initially, bring that in. Trying to do this right so we get everything kind of straight and make it look like an actual maze here. Alright. It's not exactly straight, but it'll work. Kind of like that. It's not going to be super elaborate. If I had more time and effort, I could probably work this out a little bit better. Trying to click here, add that. I mean, I could definitely spend quite a bit of time on something like this. Okay. Like this needs to move just a little bit to make it straight. I want to add here, we'll kind of bring it in this way. And of course, we'll have our seating right in the middle. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Actually, you know what? Well, I think these actually have to have a road connection, so that would be kind of crazy to put that in. Do we have something that would look kind of cool right in the middle? We don't have everything open. I think that makes a big difference. Yeah, alright. So kind of in the middle here, what we will do, just kind of put just a little bit like that, and just to spruce it up, we'll add a picnic table, and I want to put some lights in there. Okay, and maybe one over here. Okay, so that's going to be kind of our middle. I mean, it's not the greatest, but, you know, we'll do. Let's see here. Let's So how would we do this? Probably two different entrances, I'm thinking. So we need our hedges back. Where were those at? In here. We need the tall hedges. So I'm thinking maybe here. Something kind of like that. This. And we will connect it here. Yeah, okay, that works. So you come in, walk this way, and you kind of come into it right there. I mean, you know, it's a simple maze. Like I said, I could definitely make it better. But, you know, for what it's asking for, I think it'll work. Kind of like that. Up like this. And then we'll come this direction. Like this. Like this. This. And that'll be another entrance. Okay, you gotta let me finish the maze, because now that I've started working on it, I've got to get it kind of complete here. Okay. Yeah, you know, I mean, I could definitely, like, something like this, it could take me a little bit to actually work on it. But it's alright. Alright, and the bad thing is we're probably end up deleting this, but I mean, that you kind of get the idea of what I would want to do with this, definitely. I think it's kind of neat. And of course you probably come in here and have a dead end, things like that. But we have completed the quest, so that's the main thing for now. Now we can all get super, really lost in the maze. I can't wait to try it out. She's really excited. Hey everyone, the maze is done. Let's go. Got $500 for that. Alright, and we have no more requests, so that's perfectly fine. We do have some more research. We do have some more research open. Excuse me, I hiccuped there. Alright, so what would I guess the next step would be the artisan class. The second class of residents in your city. Assign a family to an artisan house to turn them into an artisan class resident. All artisan adults are available as artisan workers. As you grow your city, you will unlock commerce buildings that can only be operated by artisans. Artisans are more demanding than townsfolk. They require more luxury from commerce buildings to be happy. Artisans also become very unhappy when they do not receive enough luxury. I mean, it's very similar to other games, so I kind of get that. So definitely when we build artisan houses, we want luxury very close by. Okay, close that off now. Some of that will probably get deleted because I'm not really worried about having a maze in the town for now, but it will be kind of cool. Alright, where can we put our first artisan homes? We do have a housing block kind of started right here, so I'm thinking maybe extend it out and put it here. What is this? That's City Hall, that's fine. Kind of makes sense to kind of have our artisans near City Hall. Yeah, I'm cool with that. So block. Yeah, it's going to have to be a 3. I believe that's what size that is. Let's take a look here. Yep. Alright. So we want the line tool. And we'll just kind of continue this out a little bit. And we will put our first artisan homes on this. So, yeah, artisan residents. They are a little bit bigger, of course. Makes sense. Let's rotate it. Rotate the map here and kind of get this where I kind of like to have it. Let's put 1, 2, and 3. That will work. And we'll see what these guys kind of demand and what they want. I'm kind of cool with that. Put a couple of sidewalks in so they can get where they need to be. Okay, that looks weird. Oh, it just didn't connect right. Okay. House doesn't receive enough luxury. Happiness is greatly reduced. Okay, so basically what we can do, I believe our luxury buildings... Oh, we maybe not have luxury open, so we're not going to move anybody into these. I don't know what these are, because these are leisure. Okay, so these would be the luxury item buildings. Is there anything here? Oh, it does show... Yeah, these do not provide luxury, but these higher up ones do, like the winery, a bistro. So, oh, I wonder if we could just move our bistro over this direction. That would kind of make more sense. Oh, is that a house? That's the bistro. Yeah, let's move the bistro over this way. Because they want luxury, we'll give them some luxury over here. Kind of makes sense. Do that. And get it connected up. Yeah, I was afraid... Oh, probably just add a worker here. That gets it running. They still don't have enough luxury items. Yeah, they won't both... Ooh. What is that? I believe that's housewares or something along that line. Alright, so let's go in here. No, not decorations, but in here. Thinking, can we put down... Oh, that don't give nothing. That's a 1. That's actually close by. So the optician and a barber. We can probably slide a barber right in here somewhere. What if I put him here? Will it actually work? Yeah, actually... If I could slide it in right there. How's that look on the back side? Okay, yeah, we'll put it right there. I mean, you know, they kind of demand it, so let's have them right there. That's kind of cool. I mean, it is right on the road, but this whole kind of complex kind of makes sense, I think. Wow, they want a lot of barbers. But that's fine. Still complaining, doesn't have enough luxury. How much luxury does it need? Well, it's got the bistro here. Oh, well, it needs a still showing it needs a warehouse. Oh, okay. Does that work? Okay, cool. So now it's working. Let's see. So they want this type and this type. I don't even have this open yet. Well, it's got the kiosk there. But that doesn't show it's connected. Doesn't make sense. I mean, it's literally right down the road, guys. Oh, that's showing that there's... Doesn't need anyone? Is it not connected? I mean, it's connected. Okay, so let's do this. Make sure just to make sure it is connected. Let's rotate it and put it on the road here. It may not be connected. That might be the problem here. Yeah, okay. So it wasn't running. That was the issue. We have plenty of workers still. We're at 90% happiness, by the way, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so this should be getting closer. So they want this one here. And I don't know if I have any... I don't even have that tab open yet. So let's go into our research and see if we can figure that out. I believe... Okay, yes, like the smithy, carpenter, better boots. Sure. Well, the smithy and the launderer actually give us 2 luxury versus the carpenter giving us 1. So I'm thinking the launderer. We'll start with that. And let's go in here. Just kind of learning the game, guys. Like I said, actually, we do have this open now. Housewares. Oh my goodness, that's a big building. Where are we going to slide this in at? Where it's closer to these artisan houses. Alright, so I'm thinking line tool, maybe a little bit rotation, probably bring that up to a 3. Kind of bring it in here. Okay, and then what I'd like to do is connect these 2 roads. We'll probably do a freeform, but at a size 2. I think that's what size this was. Oh, no. It's a 3. Okay, so actually, we can do the line tool, but what we'll do, we'll kind of rotate this. Kind of like this. And connect it up. I think that works. Looks pretty good. Now we should be able to come in here, grab this bad boy. It's a big building. And we'll kind of put it in right here at the end of the road. And let's move this down to a brush size 2 to connect it to the road. Once I figure out where the door is, I think it was right in here. Oh, yeah, right there. Alright. Does that need workers? Yep, 2 workers. And it needs a warehouse. Okay, do we have a warehouse nearby that's begging for work? Well, a lot of people are begging for work. What's this? It's a warehouse. Connect it. Build and activate your first housewares building. Okay, excellent. Go ahead and put some people in here. Just to make everyone happy. Okay, so we finally have... So basically you have to have every one of these buildings put in. So that kind of makes sense. Let's move our first artisans in, guys. Got a 20% here. Awesome. Reach an average happiness of 100% in one of your houses. One of your... Okay, so artisans are actually at 100%. Awesome. And this is an artisan building. I wonder what they actually can do for us. And these guys want to be near a clother. Do we have anything open where then we can put someone near a clother? Oh, looks like this can take a worker away. That's fine. Is anything else changed for us? Doesn't look like it. Everything's running okay. Alright, that has 2 families. That has 2 families. Where is our clother in the town here? I think we have one right here. Yeah, shoemaker. We have a lot of people that want to be near clothers. You know what? I want to dismiss you. We don't really need that right now. Okay, what else can we open and research now? Well, we've got the smithy and carpentry. I'm not really worried about those right now. What's the clock gate? 80% artistry. Makes everybody happy. Okay, we might look at that here in just a moment. You know, is our research place full? Yes, it is. Oh, it looks like we can actually put an artisan in there as well. I wonder if they actually increase the speed at which they actually would work for us. Oh, let's go ahead and add these guys in. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. We can add a guy here. Does that keep everything running? Excellent. Oh, we have a new request here. Don't you think our house could do with some fancy fences? Something to make it stand out from the rest. Sure. That'll show them who has the best taste in town. Yes, please, surround our home with the prettiest fences available. So we opened up fancy fence and the tall fancy fence. And it looks like it's, I guess, so it was 16. So to be this house that she's wanting some fences, of course we can put it all through here. All right, well we can do that probably fairly quickly, I would assume. Yes, fancy fences. We'll do the tall ones here out front. Oh. Just kind of... I like that. And then maybe here. And maybe to here. And then, of course, this direction. Alright, does that make her happy? I'm not sure. No, we need 22 of 50 here, so we'll do the smaller fences. I think down the sides here. Something like this. Basically kind of dividing the properties in here. Continue it on. Even if we have the quest complete, I want to go ahead and make sure that all these look pretty much the way they should. Okay, and then we'll bring it out this way. Okay, can't intersect. That's perfectly fine. Wish there was a way we could just kind of just connect it and call it like done versus having to put an extra block down. But for now, it works. There we are. It'd be kind of neat if we could put gates in here and stuff too, but I think that looks fairly decent for what it is. Alright, and she's happy. That's the main thing. Fancy those fences. You came through and then some. Cool. Now she feels a little boxed in. Oh well. Oh well, at least I have the prettiest house in the area. What do you think? Livens up the neighborhood, a little garish, but what if everyone demands those fences now? It really livens up the neighborhood. My thoughts exactly, but the others had better not get fancy fences too. And $250. Not that we really need money. Let's come in here since I've got it started. Something like this. It'd be kind of cool if you could place that on top of the fence. Like put an actual post up there with a light. I think that would be really cool. Let's I want to just move it back just a touch, and we'll move. Can I grab that? I want to grab the light post. Grab the light post. We have to do it this way. Yeah, okay. That works. That works. Okay. And then, of course, we'll put a couple over here as well. Just kind of make everything look decent. Alright. That looks kind of cool. Oh, let's see a little. Straighten that up a little bit. I think we need to straighten this one up. I wish you could just, instead of having to hit escape, you could just click on it. I may be doing something wrong there where you don't have to really do it. Okay. This one. This one. Okay, I mean, those look okay, I guess. Not too bad. Nice little stretch right down through here. In fact, we do have lights all down through here on one side. Let's go ahead and put them on the other. Now, eventually, I'm gonna build a city where I'm really particular about how we do these and get them actually looking really nice. But for now, I think this works. We have this road coming up. You know what? I don't mind the one, but let's get rid of this section right through here. Just kind of beautifying the place up a little bit. And something kind of like that. Alright. Do we have any other requests? No. But we can move these folks in and give us another artisan. Alright. Alright, to open up town, we need 30 artisans and at least 60% happiness, which we're at 97% for the artisans, so we're pretty decent there. I think I'm going to hold off and see if we can grab this. I want to see what the clock gate does. Some of the, we have to unlock some of these other ones to kind of open up whatever these do. Metal decorations, clockmaker, clock decorations, sign decorations, and wooden furniture decorations. Cool. Okay, so yeah. Got a new request again. We'll get to that here in just a second. Alright, now we can unlock the clock gate. I want to see what that does. Slow it down for just a second. Yes, that's what I thought it might be. It's a new idea here. Will this actually set? Where do I want it? Oh, maybe. I want it to kind of encompass the artisan homes that I already have in here. So maybe right there? I think that'll work. And we need a worker in here. Cool. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, that's actually pretty nice. I think I like that. And it does make these guys happier, I do believe. That's kind of neat. Can I actually upgrade these to a 2-story? Awesome. Let's go ahead and do that, and we can move in some more folks here. Cool. And then these guys want flowers. Well, we can definitely work on that here. Oh, looks like we need to get some more workers in here and another worker here. Anything else need workers? No. But yeah, the flowers should not be too difficult to add to these houses here. I think we'll do that real quick. What was the flowers under? Bush nature? Yeah, okay. So let's go in here. We'll add some flowers in the area. There we are. A little bit different. Give them some flowers in the backyard. Yeah, something like this. And we'll kind of keep these actually the same in this one. Someone really likes these flowers, so they've got them as part of their backyard there. I think that's kind of cool. Yeah, we'll do this. Ah, this might work. This would be kind of neat. Just a series of sunflowers in the backyard there. We'll move to the front. These houses are a little bit different. They're more kind of elegant, I guess you'd say, to an extent, than the regular folks. So that's kind of neat. Alright, let's see. Does this make these folks happy? There's a 20%. We'll move you right on in. And what do you want? It's at 17. That'll go up as we add more people in here, so that's fine. And everything's still running. Got another request. We'll check that out here in just a second. Our artisans are extremely happy, guys. I like that. We have 10 of them. Still have 11 extra residents here. So let's check out our next request. Everyone says I'm reading too much. I apparently have an unhealthy obsession with books and should get out more. Well, I'll show them my idea. I'll show them my idea of outdoor activity. Could you create a reading spot near my home? One with a bench, a good amount of shade, and a light source in case my novel outlasts the day. Sure. Oh, and you're right here. Well, we already have a light source. Place a tree. We just need to place a tree. Yeah, this is the bistro, so we'll put a couple of trees in. Why not? I think that looks kind of cool. And we just need to have some type of seating right here. You know what? Put you a seat in the backyard, my friend. Yeah, just a nice little reading bench for you. Something like this in the corner. And you know what? I'm actually going to go ahead. Well, I wish we had a little bit different lighting for something like this. Maybe something like that. There you go. Looks pretty good. And she wanted shade, so I'm, you know, just to actually stick with the idea. Oh, that's kind of big. Let's go a little bit smaller. There. Now she's got a little bit of shade in the backyard. Why not? Okay. It's absolutely perfect. I intend to do a great deal of dreaming away here, swept up in my favorite novels. You got some money. Cool. Made her happy? That's awesome. Alright, and we have someone else that could be moved in. No available homes. Alright, so I guess we're looking to kind of maybe add in some more artisan homes. Sure. Let's see, can we fit one in right here? I don't think so. Right there, how tight is that? Maybe if I move it back, can rotate it just a touch. Alright, what's the road look like? I want it to be kind of back in here. Yeah, something maybe like that. That'll work. It's like right against City Hall, but I think that'll be fine. And what we can do, let's go and move these guys in. They'll be happy. And of course, we'll make it a 2-story. Got the money for it, no big deal. And let's make sure, do they have, yeah, they have all their connections, so that's perfectly fine. And I'm thinking this one, they're going to get, actually I like these for the homes a little bit better. I think they work better. So kind of like this. Kind of cool. Get them a little bit of decoration in here. You know, of course, once again, we've got to get some lights in. I think that looks good. Probably a light right here. One across the street. And, you know what? We could put a well in. I'm thinking a well right here. Kind of makes sense for the folks. Probably some bushes. Or flowers, excuse me. Something kind of like that. That works. And, stuff like that. Okay, so they're definitely going to be happy. They're at 99% still. Looks like they're fairly happy. I would assume that's okay. They want to be near a clother again. These guys want to be near a house with trees. Oh, I might be able to put a few more trees in over here to kind of satisfy that. I don't have a problem with that because I'd already had the idea of doing something like this. Kind of given a separation for Town Hall. I think it looks kind of cool. We'll do that. I wonder if that actually makes them happy now. They're at 19%. Maybe throw in one more tree. Kind of back here. And that kind of makes sense. Yeah, that puts them at 20%. They are happy now. Awesome. Oh, gotta have a worker here. Good deal. Gotta keep an eye on that. Make sure we maintain all the workers that we need in the town. Once again, these guys want to be near a clother. I don't know if that would count. A launderer? I wouldn't think that's a clother, so I'm like, we're going to dismiss them. We really don't need someone like it in the town. All right. Let's check out this new request real quick. What do we need to do with this one? I recently discovered there exists more lovers of prose in this town. It's not just me. Cool. So I'm thinking of starting a book club. Wouldn't it be wonderful to read in the silent, non-intrusive company of others? I haven't thought of a name yet, but let's expand our little idyll to seat more avid readers. Alright, so she wants a second reading spot, and it has to be inside this. Set that down. A lot of seating in the area. Place extra light sources. Place extra trees. Okay, so this should be something that makes sense for the area. I'm kind of thinking maybe right here beside Town Hall, like do like a park area. I'm cool with that. All right, so we'll put some seating in. Kind of do this. Wish we had like a gazebo or something that we could set right in the center that it, just kind of makes sense. Or something. Maybe it's something we'll get eventually. Does anything look like it? Well, like maybe that. Actually, I do think we have some decorations. Stonework decorations. It's almost open. Let's see what that actually entails and if it gives us anything. We'll fast forward, let it kind of speed up, and get that research so we could open that real quick. Alright, almost there. Good to go. Let's open that up. I don't know if that was worth it, but we'll see what we opened up. Small statue, fountains. Okay, there we go. Some centerpieces. That's what I was looking for. Open up some more fencing. No more seating. Okay, so that's cool. I like the idea of having... Oh, that might be a little big. Maybe do a smaller one? Trying to get it centered, see what I like, if I like that. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. I'm cool with that, and then we'll get the seating in that they want, and kind of work our way around this to make it where it makes sense and looks really good. So I think this would be kind of a little bit more up close. Did I do that the right direction? No, I want it facing the... Alright, let's delete it. I want it facing the fountain versus facing out. There, like this. Okay. Yeah, like that. Like that. Trying to get this as even as possible. You know, make it look really good and make it look normal. So I'm starting with basically, you know, the four corners. And then we'll get it kind of as good as we can. Something kind of like that. I think that looks really kind of neat. Oh, we're kind of overkilling, but we want to make it look decent as well. Okay, so she wants some light sources. Let's go in here. It's the only light source we have for now. So what I'm thinking is kind of tucking them back like this and doing in between all the benches. Something like this. Kind of a nice little place for people to come in and sit. And she wants people to read. Why not? Looks like we need two more. Okay. And it wants extra trees. Sure. Don't like the large trees. They're so big. And the pine trees, if we could get maybe a small one, it's a little tall. Let's go with the small trees. I like the small trees. They kind of make sense. Alright, she's happy, but I'm not. I've got to finish it up here. Okay, that looks pretty decent. One thing I'd like to do, maybe come in here. What's this? Dithering on, dithering off. Let's do dithering off. I think the dithering is kind of like... Oh, that's a little big. No, why do we go there? Let's go back to this. Let's see. And dithering, what's that make it look like? Yeah, okay, that I want this kind of solid. Alright, so don't know if it's going to be perfect, but we're going to do what we can to make it look pretty decent. It's kind of hard. I'm running into like different things that I can't really see what I'm doing here. Like the trees are getting in the way a little bit. And if I was really particular, I believe I could come in here and get this really precise and exact. But that actually doesn't look too bad, guys. I kind of like that. I mean, yeah, you know, there could be some adjustment done to it, make it look a little bit better, but for now, I think that looks really good. Alright, let's finish this quest. Request. It's a gorgeous location for our club now. Thank you. As for the name, benches for bibliophiles, worms welcome, bookworms of course. I'm taking suggestions. Oh, book nook. Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, we're definitely going to have to go in here and find that. What would that be under? There it is. So that's definitely going to fit this little area. Thinking maybe right here. Cool. Awesome. Alright, I think we're going to go ahead and put a cut there. Definitely enjoying the game. Yeah, I do kind of get into the decorating especially. I'm trying to play it a little bit more relaxed versus like going at it where we have to get every request done immediately and we're, you know, gotta get the artisans in and make sure and go to the next level. I want to be able to enjoy the game, and I hope you guys are enjoying the decorating. I think this looks really neat. That actually I'm kind of stoked about. That looks fairly good. Does the water actually run? There is a little bit of motion there, so that's kind of cool. Upgrade on Mara's house. Well, we'll do that in the next episode, definitely. If you have enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate that. Also, feel free to subscribe. Being a small channel, I would definitely appreciate all the subscribers I could get. It definitely helps me out here. If you guys have any comments, suggestions, concerns, whatever with the gameplay so far on this particular playthrough, let me know down in the comments section. Or if you just want to chat, feel free to comment. I'll get back to you as soon as I can, guys. Until the next time, thank you for watching.